So with regard to mesothelioma, his prognosis is heavily impacted by the histopathological subtype, which is recognized at the microscope by the pathologist. And usually the cytology or biopsy materials that we receive in our daily activity is relatively limited. And so the final diagnosis sometimes is challenging. Recent data have indicated that the tumor organization, the tumor structure, is regulated, among others, by a sort of connective tissue scaffold made of collagen and reticulin fibers. And there have been reports from the French group that the different expression of the or different pattern of the reticulin fibers was helpful to better recognize the different types of mesotheliomas, which is helpful to further stratify the types of mesothelioma and possibly design different therapeutic options. So with this in mind, we have selected a large series of aggressive mesotheliomas of the biphasic and sarcomatoid subtypes and attempted a revised classification of these subtypes using specifically this reticulin stain to highlight the structure of the tumor in combination with other markers, including molecular markers such as BAP1 or P16 and other genetic drivers of mesothelioma. At this point of our investigation, the opportunity to enrich our regular or standard or conventional microscopic examination, taking advantage from more modern techniques, came up. And at this point, Eleonora was involved in the next step to compare the possible diagnostic solutions.
We work in an academic institution, clinical research and educational missions. And about 1 year ago, as we are transitioning from analogic to digital pathology, we were looking for solution with AI and cloud-based platform which could support our research and at the same time could offer diagnostic algorithms for our clinical practice. And last but not least, we want also to be able to use the same platform during our lessons with the student, where we teach pathology during in the med school, and also to students of a brand new course of artificial intelligence for biomedicine and healthcare.
So after adequate training and careful validation, AI systems or platforms can support an automatic and objective recognition of different parameters, which otherwise would be still heavily influenced by the single pathologist's attitude or experience. So this could be the difference. The adjunct value of using an AI platform is thus linked to the possibility of comparing the performance of different systems or the result of different biomarkers, taking advantage from the best results generated by these systems.
The Aiforia platforms has been very easy to use. We are pathologists with no specific training in data science or with coding expertise. Therefore, in our willingness to start working hands-on on developing our own deep learning algorithms for our own research, the Aiforia Creative platform has perfectly suited our current needs. The cooperation with Aiforia has been really positive, awesome, I would say. It was open, very knowledgeable, on demand, and without time restrictions. And the team who supported us has been truly helpful in supporting us and turning our research idea into a reality. As Professor Papotti clearly explained, mesothelioma is a very rare and lethal disease. I envision that the AI-driven detection and quantification of mesothelioma will first allow us to understand better mesothelioma disease itself. And as a consequence, as pathologists, we will be able to provide our clinician colleagues and the patient with diagnostic reports which have more impactful and robust prognostic and predictive information. Yes, of course. As I mentioned earlier, beyond mesothelioma, we have a strong interest in endocrine pathology, especially of the adrenal gland, and in other tumors such as neuroendocrine tumors. As we are moving forward, we would like to develop multiple parallel projects supported by the Aiforia Create platform, working by matching the spatial morphological information we are getting from the whole slide images with genetic, molecular, and clinical information in order to be able to stratify and identify better the more aggressive, biologically aggressive and clinically aggressive cases.